All right, let's talk about Woodbury, New Jersey. If you're dealing with property there, I bet this question has crossed your mind. Who can I trust to give me a real, honest home value? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to break it all down and give you a super clear roadmap to finding the perfect expert for your situation. It doesn't matter if you're buying your dream house, selling your current one, or maybe dealing with something tougher like settling an estate. The bottom line is always the same, right? You need a number, a home value that you can absolutely bank on. A valuation that's accurate and completely unbiased is, well, it's everything. So where do you even begin looking? Okay, before we even name any companies, we've got to cover the basics. We need to know what separates a good appraiser from a great one. So we've pulled together a really simple but super powerful checklist from our source material. This is your gold standard. First up, and seriously, this is a deal breaker, they have to be local experts. I'm talking someone who knows the Woodbury and Gloucester County market inside and out. Second, you got to check their certifications. Make sure they're state licensed, and this is a big one, that they follow something called USPAP standards. And third, no mystery. You want clear terms right from the get-go. Upfront fees, what they're going to do, and exactly when you'll get the report. No surprises, period. So I just mentioned USAP, and you might be thinking, what on earth is that? Well, it's a huge deal. The easiest way to think about it is like the official rule book for every single appraiser in the country. It's the set of ethical and performance standards that ensures the report you get is solid, reliable, and can hold up under pressure, whether it's from a bank, the IRS, or even in a courtroom. Basically, if they follow USAP, you know you're getting quality. All right, now that we have our checklists, let's get to the good stuff. Let's meet the main players in the Woodbury area. Our sources have highlighted a few key companies, so let's put them side by side and see how they compare. So our research zeroes in on 4 reputable firms that serve the Woodbury area. Let's take a look. Okay, so looking at this, you can see right away that they've all kind of carved out their own niches. You've got Eagle Home Appraisal, and they're really focused on the tricky stuff, legal matters. Then there's Academy Appraisal. Wow, over 130 years of combined experience, and they cover everything. Molinari & Associates seems to be that go-to local name for just solid, reliable appraisals. And Cardinal Real Estate, super convenient if you're already using their brokerage. Now, all 4 of these are solid choices, for sure, but our source material really shines a spotlight on one firm in particular, specifically for those situations where the stakes are really, really high. We're talking about things like intense legal battles or dealing with the IRS. And the source material sums it up perfectly. It actually says, and I'm quoting here, they are a strong choice for homeowners, attorneys, and financial professionals who need highly defensible, locally focused valuations. Now listen to that word, defensible. That is the magic word when you know your report is going to be scrutinized. So what does that really mean? Well, it means they specialize in the tough stuff. Appraisals for divorce, for settling an estate, for the IRS. It also means they can provide expert witness testimony in court, which is a huge deal. And they're not just giving you a form with a number. They're providing detailed reports, all built on a rock-solid foundation of knowing the Woodbury market like the back of their hand. Okay, so we've got our checklist of what to look for, and we've got the top companies. So how do you pick? How do you make the final call for your specific needs? Well, it really just boils down to one single question. And that question is, why do you need this appraisal? See, if you're just getting a standard mortgage or selling your house, a firm like Molinari & Associates or Cardinal Real Estate is probably a perfect fit. They do reliable, straightforward valuations. But if you're in the middle of a legal dispute or dealing with taxes or an estate, you absolutely need a specialist. And that's exactly where companies like Eagle Home Appraisal and Academy Appraisal shine, because that's their bread and butter. And honestly, if you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. There's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all best appraiser. It's all about matching the expert to the job. The right choice for you is the one whose skills line up perfectly with what you need done. So there you have it. You've got the checklist, you've got the main players in Woodbury, you now have everything you need to make a really smart, informed decision. So the only question left is, who are you going to call?